Hiyas. Well, welcome back to So You Want to Be Off Grid. This will be the third installment, and I thought we'd have a little change of scenery today. We're going to talk about climate and geography. I got some climate moving in today, which is pretty cool. Look at that. I tell you, this place never gets old. So, I'll probably run into a few of the other topics that I'm going to highlight because there is a lot of, all of it's all related. It's all part of the strategy. So some things will make its way in, but I'm still going to give them their own episode. Today, we're primarily focused on climate and geography. You got to know what you like. I have, I've had the benefit through hard work of experiencing a lot of this planet's climate. I've seen tropical, mountainy, desert. Just it's just amazing the beauty of it all. And there's something for everybody. There's something in all of our blood that just you get somewhere and that's where it is. And it wasn't until 2009 when I landed here doing a tour and I just fell in love with this place. We went out and hiked in the mountains. This was in Vegas. 2009 I got in Vegas and I was just like, wow, I literally moved here. Like literally kept the apartment where we were living in Florida and rented a monthly in Las Vegas till we could sort out enough cash to make the trip. It was amazing, but just gotta know what you like. Snowy areas might be your thing. I mean, that's gonna be a little more resource intensive. A BTU is a measurement of how much energy it takes to change 1 degree of temperature. So like for me here, I've had 27 has been the low, low 20s. And, that's a lot of energy to even bring it to 50. And where do all the BTUs, we use a lot of energy. And so just, if you're ready for it, you're ready for it. It has to be what you like and it's got to resonate with you and you have to know what you're getting into. It's a big decision. Accessibility is something else too. Seeing all these recent rains here, I just did a bunch of work on my little car, and the last rainstorm we had washed out the road so bad I can't pass out. So now I got my car all tip top, ready to roll, and I can't move it. So, you gotta be, you have to learn your area, and that just comes by being there. I mean, you can only read about it so much, and you can only even experience it. You just have to keep experiencing it because every day it's different. This is my 4th year here. I've never seen this much rain and green and bugs. We have mosquitoes. Understanding your climate area and what kind of geography you're looking for. If you're looking for trees, if you're looking for streams, that's going to help you better prepare what kind of gear you're going to need. Are you going to burn wood? So then maybe it might benefit you to own your own log splitter, because, it's a lot of fun doing a few logs, but I'd imagine you need a few cords for the winter. And so, it's just a matter of resource management, time management. It's all part of it, and it all ties in. But climate and geography are pretty important for helping your decision-making process as far as needs. Wherever you do decide to end up, a good strategy is to learn the local delicacies. Even out here in the desert, food is abundant. Water's tricky, water is definitely tricky. So the barrel cactus here, the big fat ones, they look like little footballs. They are actually stores of water. So, I've learned like the choya is edible, the green spiky stuff. Like, so you got to cook off the spikes, and I see them eating out here. You can tell what's food by what nature's eating. Like the beans. I got the beans on the mesquite trees here, and those go twice a year here. We'll get spitting them out, and I know folks making flours out of them. They're a good protein. Um, there's a couple other ones. Oh, there's a yucca plant here, which you can peel off strands, and they're like string. It's like thread, and it's real strong. So maybe you make traps or whatever. It'd be a good idea to learn what's available in your area. That same plant also has medicinal qualities for antibacterial purposes. There's a couple of really good ones here. We have the Brigham tea, which is like nice stimulant, which it's better than coffee. It's supposed to be less. It is less addictive. It's a truth. There's a couple of real good ones here. We got the prickly pears, they fruit, and so even the paddle cactus, the paddles are edible. So you gotta learn your area and learn what animals you got. Maybe trap, hunt, fish. Maybe there's something that you can get into that way. And if you're and so you also have to be mindful of your storage. It sounds awesome to go and kill a deer or something, but like, where are you gonna put it? Like, I don't got power. How am I gonna store a deer? So I got little stuff here, for like the rabbits and the quail, and you got to work with what you got, and you have to recognize the abundance that surrounds you and not be worried about external supply chains, because all that's fragile. But nature takes care of its own. There's plenty, and I'm not doing any of that. I'll tell you, I'm not out here eating rattlesnakes and skinning choya or nothing, but I'm still buying my food at the store. I haven't grown anything yet. Like I said, it's been a lot of work to get to this place to be ready to be able, like, things are moving forward. So I'm not saying I'm doing any of that, but I know my options, and it gives me peace of mind knowing that if all of this goes down on the outside, I'll be all right. I mean, great. I know I won't have a hot fudge sundae or, some of them cherry danishes I love, but it's not going to kill me about it, So it's just all stuff you learn by being and sitting and absorbing and listening and looking and observing nature. It really is the best teacher. And if anything, it just teaches you gratitude and relax. So find your climate. That's a big step, and I would appreciate more resource abundance, and especially with the cost of lumber. I mean, a sawmill, you get a nice piece of land with some nice pines, and you're milling your own wood, and there's pros and cons to everything, but then you got to store that. You need to have the capability to do it. It's a lot of work. You think, oh, you're just gonna mill the wood. I mean, sometimes you get 20-30 foot trees, and so it's a lot to consider. You need trailer, it's all the equipment, it's all a thought process. How do I get it from standing tree to built shed? And you just gotta go with that, so every step is like that. There's no time crunch. It's all creative development and working with your climate and learning from your climate and learning from your geography, and you build as best accordingly as you can to it. Some of the things I've learned here is, like, wood's not the best building material. You got to treat it. Even if you buy pressure treated, the sun's just beating stuff here. Like, you're gonna, so you get concrete, rocks to help regulate temperature. And we'll talk more about that in building selections, but really just climate and geography is going to be your best learners. Whoa. You never know when a calm is going to turn into one of those dust oopsies. Wow. That was cool. Well, I guess that means it's time to end. So, thanks thanks a lot for watching all this. Find your happy place and accommodate it. All right, thanks, y'all. Stay peaceful.